behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time once again. We're glad that you could join us today. We got another great episode coming up for you in just a moment. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell here on YouTube, and you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever available. And check out the comment section, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback. And also check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And feel free to like the page and comment on everything you see there, and you can even send us an inbox. And we hope to hear from you there. And we have a good old-fashioned email for you, paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And you can use that not just if you're a band or solo artist wanting to be on the show, but or if you're simply a fan, you can use that as well. And we'd love to hear from you. And check out Roku channel Small World TV every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central for a brand new episode of Paul Mash TV waiting for you. And all this will be recapped at the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. From St. Louis, Missouri, we have Zeus, another talented artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that in just a moment, but first, here's a quick word from ClickJam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, here we are with another interview, and from St. Louis, Missouri, we have Zeus. Thanks for joining us, Zeus.
Hey, what's going on, Paul? What's up with it?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing, man. I'm doing amazing. I got my popcorn here. I got my Netflix on right now. Got the old retro Batman, the first Batman with Michael Keaton.
Oh, I see.
Talk to you.
Well, that's good watching right there, ain't it?
That's right. Talk to you. I'm gonna eat some popcorn and then I'm gonna watch Batman.
Okay, well that sounds good, man. Well, let's start with the obvious question. I mean, everyone has their own story, so tell us a little bit about how it started for you as being an artist.
Let's see. I started in my neighborhood. It was a guy that used to cut my hair, a friend of the family. He wasn't too much older than us. He was older, he was like 21-ish. I think we were about maybe 12 or 13. And I knew that he went to the studio and that he recorded music and stuff like that, and that he rapped. And at the time, he was the only person that I personally knew that was actually going to the studio and doing it. And I've always loved music. I've always been into the art. So I was like, me and my best friend, we was like, damn, Marcus straight be going to the studio and recording and doing these things. So, we went to Six Flags. I don't know if people remember, but Six Flags used to have a studio in it where you can do those dances and it'll be like the colorful videos. But they also, the one in St. Louis also had a recording studio. And we recorded our first song in the Six Flags studio. They gave us a tape with our name on it. We took it back to the neighborhood, and man, I haven't stopped since.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to check out your video in just a couple minutes here, but why don't you tell us some of your influences that you grew up with? I mean, I'm sure you have a few in mind that you could talk to us about.
Yeah, definitely. I've always been heavily influenced by different types of music, and when people hear my music, you can probably tell, because it kind of be like you will hear the trap influence, you will hear the rock influence, you will hear the country influence. My dad didn't play nothing but country music, but we also, listen to Eazy-E. We also listen to Mac 10, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? So I've always just loved different genres of music since a young boy. And like I said, when you listen to my music now, I feel like you can definitely hear all of those different influences. So I like to call my style gumbo, a mixture of all elements.
Yeah, and of course, the one you mentioned, Ice Cube, yeah, he's a legend for sure in the hip hop industry, so you can't go wrong with him. So,
yeah.
So why don't you talk a little bit about how we can find out your music? I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but if you have physical CDs, or anything like that, you can let us know as well.
Yeah,
But
why? The album that I just came out with is called "Long Way from Home." We did do like a deluxe version, for fans, and we only printed up a certain amount of copies, and it was to never be printed again. So obviously, those are already sold out. But you definitely can purchase physical CDs if you're a CD person. If not, it's on all platforms right now. Like I said, the album is called "Long Way from Home." Like I said, man, I feel like it's definitely one of my most complete bodies of work. You're gonna hear all those different influences that I talked about. I got rock songs, I got country influence songs, I got hip hop songs, I got some Afro pop. So it's just like a beautiful blend of melodies that you'll hear, when you go stream the album, go check it out.
okay, well, you heard it from the man here. Just go to any of those streaming platforms and download Zeus's music. I'm sure he'd love you for that.
Yeah.
As I mentioned a minute ago, we're going to watch your video. It's called Love, spelled Luv.
LUV, Zeus Rebel What?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I'm sure there's an interesting story behind that song, but maybe you could let us know.
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much with the song Love is just about exactly what it says, man. It's a self-explanatory. It's just about being in love. It's just being a newly divorced guy and being single. I've had a ton of different relationships with different girls of all walks of life, strippers, not strippers, school teachers, just like all kind of different women, let's say that. And it was suiting and it was fitting for me to write a record about it. So I just wrote an upbeat party record, club banger, and the song is called Love, and that's kind of the influence behind the song.
Okay. Well, I figured it was self-explanatory, but I think it's interesting that it's spelled Luv instead of
Yeah.
Lov. But
Yeah.
yeah, and as I said, we're going to watch that in just a moment. But I think that's all I can think of for right now, Zeus. And
I'll tell you why it's LUV instead of LOVE.
Oh, okay.
Because I fell in these situations, I fell in love. See, when it's LUV, Paul, it's kind of like lusting. You know what I'm saying? When it's LOVE, it's that real deal love, like the sweetheart and kissy faces. But the love I fell into was almost like, it was like half and half. So anytime when you spell it LUV, that means it's like lust, love. It's like a lust love. You know what I'm saying? When it's LOVE, then it's real love. But I didn't fall in LOVE. I fell in LUV. That kind of love. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you explained it to me. That does sound realistic to me. So,
yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're going to watch that in just a minute. But thank you again for coming on, Zeus. We appreciate it. We'd love to have you back sometime if you got anything new to plug for us.
Definitely, man. Bring me back, Paul. I'm going to definitely come back on, and I appreciate you having me for sure.
Okay, well, here is Love, spelled Luv by Zeus, and we'll be right back, so don't go away. Take care.